Hi, my name is Mahlatse Nicholas Mako, a CSI consultant at Investec. In March 2020, South Africa found itself in uncharted terrain and waters following the global outbreak of coronavirus, which by then had reached our borders, necessitating the most extreme lockdown measures our young democracy has ever seen. Undeniably, as necessary as these measures were, they unfortunately had serious socio-economic implications for South Africa, and understandably, the education sector was no exception, experiencing the most difficult period with dire consequences, making 2020 one of the most difficult academic years that our country has ever experienced since the dawn of democracy in 1994.
I'm Tumelo Mabitsela, the founder of Kutlwanong Center for Math Science and Technology and the CEO of this program that we've been running for the last 15 years. For the program of 2020, it was going to be like a year that has been when we started in 2005 with the program. Normally we would take learners as early as grade 10 and give them mathematics and physical sciences, and we move with them to grade 11, and we move with them up again to grade 12. Now we started with these learners in 2018, and they did so well with all the ambitions and the dreams that they had and the teachers, and 2019 also went very well, and 2020 also was going to be a year that we all thought was going to be a good year, like the last 15 years and 16 years running with these children, in this program.
We had a great fear because this disease was infecting a lot of people, and also it was killing. And it's a different type of a disease. They say if you touch or get into contact with another person, it can infect you. So we're still scared, highly scared as a center. We're scared as teachers. Our learners were hesitant. We're not waking very well, waking up, and we had mental issues. Most of the learners were mentally affected.
My name is Mzwandile Mpisane. I'm from KZN, Durban. I was doing my matric at Reunion Secondary School. I'm currently at the University of Cape Town. I'm doing medicine, first year. When the announcement was first initiated about COVID-19, at the beginning I felt like everything would go back to normal really quick. But it didn't. When it didn't, I started getting a bit concerned about the year, how the year is going to turn out. So when lockdown was first initiated, I told myself that I'm still going to do this, even though it's I'm at home. I have to adapt to studying at home. So I treated the year like the time when I was at home, like I was still in school. I will wake up early in the morning and get started with my subjects, and then spend most of the day studying, so that when we go back to school, I can just get the exams done and everything will go smoothly.
Hi, I'm Keho Tsepile, but I'm usually known by Keho or Tsepi, even sometimes Le. I did my matric last year at Sikulekile High School. I was part of Kutlwanong Hammanschool Center, and currently I'm studying BSc Actuarial and Financial Maths at the University of Pretoria. What it did and meant to me as a learner, independence. Because usually when we study, it's like you do the work by yourself, you go to class, get taught the content, and then review it on your own. But then this time it's like I'm on my own, there's no teacher to rely on, so that's what it meant, and yeah.
Promath's high-touch, face-to-face offering where learners and teachers would normally come together for effective teaching and learning was also disrupted, threatening the very hope of better academic performance that this program provides to thousands of learners. Seeing this potential risk, Investec CSI called all Promaths partners to a virtual meeting to explore the possibility of moving this program online, citing that our learners were at risk and a plan to save the 2020 academic year was urgently needed. In this meeting, there was a unanimous decision to act immediately with a sense of urgency to build and pilot Promaths online with a specific focus on grade 12 learners at first.
So the role that Kutlwanong came up with is that they developed content, material, presentations that are relevant for online. They developed the registers, they developed everything that has to do with online. They took what was on face-to-face and they put it on a mobile platform.
When they announced that we're going to have an online platform, at first I was worried that I've never used any kind of online platform that's for learning. And obviously I'm not that technical wise at the point in matric, so I was kind of stressed that maybe I'm just going to fail to log in. I'm probably going to miss a lot of classes with that. And then after we were told not to stress about the logging in and everything, I was actually happy that I can say I'm going to have experience in an online platform for learning.
It always seems impossible until it's done. Wow, against all odds, Promaths produced the unthinkable. What a performance it was. Congratulations to the class of 2020 for flying the Promaths flag this high. These results are testament to what can be achieved when people are focused and deliberate in our actions, even in times of a crisis. Definitely worth celebrating.
Allow me to indicate that of some of our key stakeholders, that is very, very important, is our teachers. We want to make it a point that we convey once again our message of appreciation to the teachers, because we can talk, we can plan, we can do anything. Without the teachers, we are not going to be able to achieve anything. I want to thank all the teachers for all the sacrifices that they've made in 2020 under very difficult circumstances to adapt into this new way of helping our learners academically. And like I indicated, we also lost some of the teachers in our program. These are soldiers that died in the battlefield. And I want to say to all of them, we thank their families for all the sacrifices that they have made.
Looking at the class of 2021 in relation to Promaths Online, I can't help but think back to the class of 2020, who had no option and no choice but to embrace Promaths Online. And look at what they've gone and achieved. You at this stage have seen what Promaths Online is capable of. You have seen what Promaths Online can produce. My ask of you is embrace it. Let me tell you, I'm encouraged by youngsters. They're a lot more technologically savvy than Tate Mabitsela and I. These youngsters, when we had virtual training sessions, they wanted to flip the training to train us. This is how exciting it is. And therefore, I have no doubt, my sons and daughters, that you're going to embrace it. Understand this. Our model from now on is a hybrid model. What do we mean by a hybrid model? It's a mixture of high-touch, face-to-face classrooms and online. These two now make up Promaths. Cannot be one or the other. My ask of you is embrace both of them in order to lift the bar as expected that you will.
The bar has been raised. In spite of seeming very unlikely, the class of 2020 has set their own standards, lifting the bar high for the class of 2021. Therefore, we have very high expectations of this class because we have seen what is possible.
Guys, this thing is given to you, the online system. So what worked for me, use it. Use it to your advantage, use it to the fullest. They provide you guys with question papers. So what I did, the question papers not only for mathematics and physical sciences, but then the question papers for other subjects. So go through the question papers, and if you feel like they are a lot, at least in some, for instance in physical sciences, you can do the multiple choice questions only if you feel like those are a lot of questions. But then go through as many question papers as you can, because that was what I did. And even on the note of the online system, they provide you guys with online classrooms where you can meet with your friends. So what I did, I formed small groups with a few friends, not only from my school, but from other schools, because Kutlanong gives us the opportunity to interact with people from other schools. So what we did, we formed groups, and then we'd meet in the classrooms and discuss various schoolwork, and yeah, so that's what worked for me. And it could work for you, so try it out.
My message for the 2021 matriculants, it would to stick to what works for you more than everything. You should know what works best for you and what just doesn't work for you. There are people that are studying during the day, others at night, others don't sleep. I wouldn't advise that. But you should do what is best for you, and obviously doing what is best for you, it doesn't mean you have to be in your comfort zone. Do what is going to put you out there, make you stand out in a way, even if you're not standing out overall, beating everyone. But you know you have that consistency that is going to get you to places. I would say, although I spent most of the days not sleeping, I wouldn't advise that. It's bad. But you should know that when you're in matric, there's less sleep. To be honest, there's less sleep, more work, and I think the first thing is actually accepting the workload. Accept that, okay, I'm part of Kutlanong, I'm doing matric. Kutlanong on its own, it needs a lot of time, a lot of extra time. So you basically don't use the word extra time in matric if you're part of the Promaths program. So come to terms and accept that, okay, this year, I'm just going to sacrifice this year, it's going to be my school, Promaths, and then those few days you get off, you can take a day off. But obviously when you have a day off there, you probably have a test the next time. So try to stay consistent and be on your toes about everything. Just try to perform very good overall, and have some competition once in a while. Challenge yourself, it's gonna push you. Works for me. Yeah.
So I'm looking into pursuing a career in actuarial science, and Kutlwanong has quite proven to me that I am capable of doing that, and I've also gained some competitive skills among my peers to be able to withstand the pressure that comes with the course. So as much as there's this stereotype around the course, as it is hard and stuff, Kutlwanong has taught us to withstand any challenge that comes our way.
Next year I want to go into electrical engineering, and Kutlwanong has helped me become very strong in physics and maths, especially physics, because I wasn't as strong when I started, and nowadays I am very good at physics and maths. The Promaths online, the first thing I realized about it was it had other subjects besides physics and maths, so you could talk to other tutors with anything else. That was one advantage, and the second advantage was you're not limited to any time. You can continue with the lesson for as long as you want and ask as many questions as you can, and you get the topic done in more details. You don't have a specific limit to how you can do the topic.
So I'm planning to pursue a course in actuarial science and at the University of Wits. So Promath has just helped me a lot. Actually, they are the ones who told me about it, who informed me a lot about it, and I found myself being very interested. It's quite a now thing to do, and it's very amazing. And Promath is just so nice because you get to interact with so many different individuals who have knowledge in different fields, and it's such a nice experience. So this experience has been probably one of the best ones I've had in this short life I've had so far.
Thanks to all who have made this achievement possible. We would not have achieved all this had it not been for all our partners in this initiative, especially our teachers and learners, for not only responding favorably to the challenge, but making it their own.
You know, my belief is that everyone has the ability and the potential to reach the stars. The only challenge is that how well do you push yourself? And everyone can do that, especially when you look at where you are up to grade 10, 11, and 12. It means you have something, but you can work on it and become the best. You can amaze yourself if you can give yourself time to push yourself up. Everyone has that. Go out there and get it out and work hard. You'll achieve more than you have thought you can. It's possible. It's within you. Just bring it out and sacrifice. And have passion in whatever you're doing. That's very important, because studying will never be a problem. It will be your way of life. You'll love it.
Word of gratitude to our learners for having embraced this opportunity for what it is, for having put the extra effort, for having Promaths no longer just over weekends, but during the week online, going the extra mile. Wow. Thank you for achieving that which you have achieved. And my sons and daughters, a few years from now, it will not be about the results and the distinctions in maths and science that you have achieved. It will be about what have you done with it. I want to thank you in advance for finding your rightful place in society. First as students, and ultimately as active economic participants and contributors to the building of our nation and society at large. Thank you. Thank you to all cheerleaders.
Halala Promath, halala. Halala Promath, halala. You have done very well. All the best to all of you in your future endeavors.
Halala Promath, halala! Halala Promath, halala!
Kancane kancane sizophumelela. Halala Promath, halala. Halala Promath, halala.